And to me, I don't think, I mean, some people love that kind of stuff, you know, and some people are really good. Kyle's really good at characters and that kind of stuff. Me, I just want to act, just whatever, you know. I don't need to do a character or whatever, but they're cooler, you know. But I like playing bad guys, so.
How much are your CDs?
The CDs are $90.
I don't have enough.
So I'm just kidding, they're 100.
Oh.
No, we're selling, how much dollars, and what are they? They're $10, right? Yeah, $10.
Okay, cool. And you're
And there's
gonna
15 songs on it.
really?
So you get whatever it doesn't matter.
Alright. Wait. Oh, and you're gonna be at Anime LA, right? Coming
Yes,
up in
I think so.
Yeah.
yeah, guest of honor.
The website says so.
January. I'm just checking because it can change
I
sometimes.
was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I gotta go.
I should be there.
Okay. Will you be selling CDs there too?
Yeah, and hopefully we'll have our newer CDs too.
Okay.
Our
Cool.
new CDs.
Awesome.
But we are going to be playing a lot of our new songs today. We're going to be playing kind of like a mix of songs because our other guitarist didn't show up. He's like on his honeymoon. So,
Oh, okay.
so we're like,
Well.
you're a loser.
Very.
It's going to be a little bit different. So, but it should be fun. And it's going to be hot out there too, so make
Yeah.
sure you bring some water. And
And
watermelon.
some
Yes.
I have a question about when I'm watching the credits, because I do watch the credits.
Me too.
They go by really fast though.
Pause.
It often says like additional voices. Are those like additional voices and then their names? Are those just like background people who scream in battles when they get killed?
A lot of time, additional voices will be like if there's a classroom setting, you know, and your main character's right here. Those other characters in the background are additional characters.
Do you often do that like when they bring in their main character voice actors? They often say, "Hey, would you also like to voice
Sometimes.
school kid A?"
Yeah. Occasionally they do that. A lot of it depends though.
Soldier.
It depends on how much you're doing. You know, like if usually if you have like a lead character, they don't always have you do it. Occasionally they'll be like, hey, can you do this character for us, or we need another extra voice or whatever. So yeah, so occasionally we do. Most cases everybody has done. You know, I'm sure everybody's done additional voices. I did. I remember the first one I did was in Trigun. I played some old lady.
Awesome.
You never saw her, and even after I did it, I was like, "Are you sure?" Because like I'd never done. I mean, Trigun was the first thing I ever did, you know. And I was like, and that was just like me just being weird, you know. And then like playing some old lady, I don't even know what they sound like. And that's how I played it because I was like, "Does everything go right in there?" And I was like, "Are you sure that's good?" Like, yeah, occasionally, you know, they do things like that. I remember I did, what was it, Oh My Goddess 2 or whatever, the movie, and I came in to do some Wallace sessions, which is like with all actors, but it's like the same kind of thing. But there's like a bunch of people in the room, and there's this scene where it's like, it's kind of like outside of a school in the street, and there's a bus there or whatever, and kids are walking and talking, and so. Well, I know she gave me a character to play, you know, and like just be one of the guys over there, and then everybody else had him, you know, and I didn't know what was going on. But then as it was like action, people were like talking, they were like, hey, what's up, man, let's go get some dinner, and then you're like, oh, yeah, let's do it, you know, so I was like, oh, okay, so I just talk. And, you know, I tried to talk to somebody in the room, and then it makes sense, you know, and so everybody's got their little conversations going, and I'm like, hey, did you guys do your homework? And nobody responds to me. I'm gonna go get the bus. I'm gonna bye. I didn't know what to do. I was just like fading away. But afterwards it was like, hey, that was good. And I was like, really? Like, yeah, you're not even gonna hear it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh.
But yeah, those are additional. They're fun though. Sometimes, you know, you like to ad lib and make up stuff on the spot. Yeah.
When there's new animated job and then you want a particular role or your agent tell you, hey, this role's open, you still have to, given how many voiceovers you have done and how popular you are, do you have to audition for that particular role or do you just say, oh, it's Johnny and Vash and just give it to you?
Usually, I just walk in and I say, I'm going to play this character.
Yeah.
Of course I audition. I'm just like anybody else. I have to audition. You know, there occasionally somebody will call me in and just be like, "Hey, we think we've heard you in this. We want you to do kind of the same voice." You know, and that's happened to me a few times. But yeah, I always audition. It rarely do they ever go like, "Oh, Johnny Young Bosch, well come on in and play." No. I audition for, you know, I audition all the time. You know? And a lot of times it's the same people that we audition against too. You know. So I wish it was like that. I wish I could just be like, "Hey."
That'd be too easy to win that.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sure you could just every single panel you go to, you must be sick of it right now, but can you do the Vash laugh, please?
All right. But it's been so long since I did Vash, you know. So it's gonna sound like maybe it's gonna be like Vash sort of, Claire from Heat Guy J. Maybe it'll start sounding like Hollow Ichigo, you know, because like it's been so long. But let me see. Yeah.
Also, can I give you a hug for that?
I'm a guy and I'm a fangirl.
No hug for you. What was that?
You like when bloopers get on disc?
Do I like when bloopers get on? Like by accident?
Like other people screwing up or screwing around
I don't mind. Why are there bloopers on that then?
on some stuff.
Really? I don't know. I've never.
Howard
Oh,
Jones
the only.
got leaked to the internet a few months back.
Oh, is that right? No, I don't know. I'm sure there's always, you know, bloopers, but it doesn't bother me, I guess. We're not perfect. I think it's more fun, isn't it? Isn't it more fun to see, you know, us screwing up half the time? Did I screw up a lot though? Yes.
Yeah, you and Stephanie Shea seem to play characters that have love interest between each other. So is this like a random thing, or did those guys like to prepare you up?
It's random. Yeah. It just happens, you know. It's kind of weird. I don't know why it happens often. I don't know. Maybe they think our voices should fall in love.
Do you have a favorite episode of Bleach that you did?
Favorite episode of Bleach? I don't know. There's a lot of different moments that I thought were cool, and I was like, and then I was starting to I really like this character. Like different moments, like when he's talking about his mom, you know, like when he got kind of sad or whatever, those kind of moments, or when he's making fun of Rukia's drawings. Or whenever he's like super cool, powerful, and you know, the screen gets all fuzzy and he's like. And the Hollow Ichigo stuff. Hollow Ichigo is always fun for me to play. I actually want more Hollow Ichigo, and I'm always upset when Ichigo's like, no, and starts tearing the mask off. It makes me upset. What was that?
Can you do like a voice right now? Is it Hollow Ichigo?
You want Hollow Ichigo?
Like a line.
Alright.
Anything.
Well, here, I'll give you an example of the differences.
Okay, cool.
Well, for like, fighting's always easier for me to do, so I'll just do that. So, Ichigo, regular fighting is more kind of like rough and, especially earlier on, but it's all like, so he's like all like rough, kind of tough guy. And Hollow Ichigo is like, who am I? Hollow Ichigo.
Wow.
And I noticed in the Japanese, like the Japanese, it's the same guy that's doing the same voice. They just have an effect on it, and he does like a weird cackly laugh. So that's what I took. I was like, well, I like the laughing thing, you know, but I felt like you needed to sound a little bit different too. Yeah.
Well, say your band took your would you turn down a voice acting opportunity to more further your band, or?
Probably. Yeah.
So that's kind of like your main.
Well,
main idea.
you know, it depends though, really, because if it depends on the role. If the role is like a really good role, and it also depends on like I mean, what would the band opportunity be?